Yellow, we're doing some trails in the sky again. Let's just get into it. While my cat begs for attention. He is so lonely all the time. No one cares about him. Isn't that right? Do I just not care about you? Yeah, we had one more mission to do for Dad. So let's see... Oh, right. Ridon's mother came here trying to set me up with her son. Seems she's been out asking all the girls in town about the same thing. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not ready to get married. Although, if some handsome stranger showed up on my doorstep one day, I just might change my mind. Alright. What do we got? Because I think it was in the... Whatchamahoo's it? Yeah, the media... Right, we need to go to the hotel. Which is up and around over here. It nearly went the wrong way. Hello. Vern, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Is it true that the people from the magazine company are staying here? Well, you're certainly right about that. Did you have some business with them? Actually, we're here representing the guild to cooperate with them on getting a story. Really, is that so? I regret to inform you that the both of them are out at the moment. Oh, well, do you know where they went? That reporter fellow said something about heading over to the bar. How about you try asking there? The bar? Got it, thanks. We appreciate the help. I love to go to the place I was told to go to and immediately get turned around. It's my favorite. To be fair, they've been waiting for us, presumably for a couple days now. The bar. Hello? Maybe? I love that Charizard is apparently just an awful joint. I suppose I should have figured to be this guy. Also, he has a portrait. Huh? Who are you kids supposed to be? Are you perhaps the reporter from the Liberal News? That's right, but how do you know that? I like getting the scoop on things, but I hate it when people try and pry into my life. What business do you have with me? We're here representing the Bracer Guild. We were told that you had requested an escort. Oh, you finally come, have you? I've been waiting forever for you guys to show up. So, where's Cassius Bright? Well, the thing is, he had another job come up, so he's not even in Roland. What? I came all the way here so I could get a story on this famous bracer. Crap. What a waste this trip turned out to be. I don't get what you're so disappointed about, but there's no need to get your boxers in a bunch of beautiful words. We've got you covered. I guess I don't have much of a choice. You'll have to do. Wait. What did you just say? Don't get your boxers in a bunch? No, the "we've got you covered" part. What do you mean by that? It's just like Joshua said. We're your representative bracers. Oh, and here's our referral. Hey, this has got to be some kind of bad joke. Are you trying to tell me that you little brats are bracers? Brats? Is that how you're supposed to address a lady? What do you mean, lady? Oh, this dude sucks ass, huh? There's nothing sexy about you in that outfit. Yeah, like my assessment. Oh, God. Sir? Can we let the... Okay, are we allowed to just kill clients? Are we allowed to kill them? I think it'd be warranted in this case. Because we're supposed to dispense justice, so therefore... This clothing is specifically designed for those who wield a staff. And this looks like a skirt, too. Are you blind? You're such a rude old man. Who are you calling an old man? I'm still in my 20s, damn it. Are you? Getting back to business, sir. The fact is that we were dispatched by the guild. I'd be more than happy to introduce you to someone else, but I don't know when they'll be free. Ugh, I can't extend the deadline any longer. Guess I've got no other alternative. Alright, rejoice, you kids. I'm gonna leave this up to you. What a generous old man you are. Easy, Estelle. I'm Joshua, and this here is Estelle. And you are? I'm Niall Burns. ace reporter for the Liberal News. Though we won't be working long together, I hope you'll do a good job. I'll be grateful when this is all over, too. By the way, where is it exactly that you want us to guide you to? The way I see it, you need a trusty guide because you're headed somewhere dangerous, right? Right. My destination is the Esmeralda's Tower. I'm sure you've heard of it before. All three of these missions are taking us up, like, the same area. Well, the 2 missions and the kid rescue, you know, that whole deal. It's like, what was the... Yeah, the other one was on the farm. That's it? Not only have we heard of it, but we were on a job there not long ago. Well, this may just work out after all. So, what I really want you to do is guide us to the tower roof. I want to get a picture for the magazine. Let me get some ladder, because apparently I can't talk right now. Well, aren't you the thrill seeker? By us, do you mean that someone else is coming along too? Yeah, I've got my camera woman with me. She said something about her orbital camera not working right, so she took off to the orbital factory. But she should have been back by now. If you're in a hurry, then wouldn't it be a good idea to head over there now? No doubt you're going to take off to get your story once you meet up with your partner, right? Yeah, that's true. Alright then, let's head straight to the tower once we picked up my partner from the orbital factory. Great, we have to protect more NPCs. I wonder why they didn't do this in Cold Steel. Orbital factory we go. Wait, anything but that! I'll do anything you ask, just please give me back my camera. It's worth more to me than my life. This is a problem. What should I do about this, Dad? You're the one who took the job, so you're the one who has to deal with it. What's all the fuss about? Could this person be... That's her, all right. Hey, Dorothy! How long are you gonna keep me waiting? Neil, you came at just the right time. Please help me out here. What did you do this time? Didn't waste all your money, so now you don't have enough for repairs, did you? That's amazing! How did you guess? Are you like a clairvoyant or something? When you do the same thing that many times, even an idiot would know what's going on. Do you know this person? I'm sorry to ask this, but can I get you to pay the repair costs? Fine, but I'll need you to write it off as a business expense. How much? Let's see. The decorative clock and the repairs together are 2,000 mira. Hold on. I can understand the repairs, but what's the deal with the decorative clock? Well, I was looking around the store while he was doing the repairs, and I saw a pretty clock, and when I picked it up, it broke. But I'm glad we can write it off as a business expense. How wonderful is that? That kind of amount is not going to be covered. Crap. So I'm going to have to pay out of my own pocket and get my money back later. Here's your 2,000 mira. Ain't that like 20 bucks? Effectively. Is it not scaled to yen? And this is your receipt. This is an unbelievably awkward combination if I've ever seen one. Then again, given we get paid like 1,000 mira per job, that seems like maybe $100 worth-ish about there. So 2,000, yeah, I can see it. No doubt about that. But the fact that he'll pay out of his pocket for someone means he's probably pretty nice to work under. Doubt! Sorry to keep you waiting, kids. Had to take care of a little trouble. Who are these kids, Neil? They're the bracers who will be acting as our escorts and guides. They'll be taking the place of Cassius Brights, with whom we'd originally made arrangements. These young kids are... I'm Estelle. Nice to meet you. And I'm Joshua. So it's Estelle and Joshua, is it? You may be young, but you seem reliable. I'm Dorothy Hyatt. I'm the new camerawoman for the Liberal News. At the moment, I'm training under Neil. Why'd I get stuck babysitting this blockhead of a girl? That damn editor-in-chief. Relax, relax. Something good will come out of all this soon enough. You're one to talk. Ugh, never mind. Just forget it. Now that we've got everyone together, how about we go and get our story? Our destination is the Esmeralda's Tower, right? Alright, let's go! Right on! Dorothy's fun. I like her. She's got approximately 2 brain cells, but that's fine. I was actually gonna look at the weapons, potentially get armor upgrade and a weapon if I can afford it. I imagine I can only get the one actually, but 1940 actually. I can get at least one weapon. It's a matter of who I want to upgrade more. Yeah. Estelle's damage has been not amazing. I miss the equip option right after you buy something. Miss it a lot. That shit was nice. I probably should sell the old stuff, huh? This is the wrong character to be equipping boots on. Yeah, okay. Someone's in trouble. It's gonna take a second, huh? Okay, they're gone. They moved on. Doesn't get us enough to really do anything fun, but it's something. Yeah, Ismail's tower is up and around this way. And we have to go through the same path we've been on how many times? God knows. This is gonna be fun. Especially if this is one of the jobs where you have to, like, not let them get hurt in order to get an S rank. I didn't really check what rank I got on the last job. I imagine just in my journal, but... Nice critical. Nice heal. I'm glad they got the special things. They're gonna get it again. Did you just blind it with your camera? Alright. You're actually useful. To an extent. Yeah, let me see. I'm curious about that now that I think about it. Reported. It doesn't seem to... Yeah. It shows how much BP you get out of it, but it's not really clear, like, what's the maximum, so... I don't know. Advantage! It is interesting how it's literally just preemptive attack when you approach from behind. There's no, like, double advantage, triple advantage, whatever. Which makes sense for a more simpler, like, navigation and battle start dealing where you don't attack them, you just walk up to them. Crit! Are you gonna use that crit for anything? Hey. Doesn't really matter that that got a crit, but we'll count it. No reason to be doing this at normal speed. Piece of cake! If I was any good at avoiding enemies, that'd be lovely. But I'm not! That's not my forte. Yes, down over here. And we fight another one of these guys. At least we're getting experience, technically. It's not a lot of experience, but it's something. Okay. Let's kill it before it... It's not gonna happen. Whatever. They're just little guys. They can't do anything. Job resume. Killed 100 flying cats. Yup! I mean, hey, for a bracer. That's almost impressive. Wow, this tower... Excuse me? This tower is really tall. This tower is really tall. I wonder how many floors it has. 100. The last time we were here, we only made it as far as the 2nd floor. A person must be a fiend to all cats. True! I fit perfectly. Well, but I'm a cat to all fiends. But judging from the scale, I'd say it probably has about 5 or 6. There should be 5. At least that's what it said in the book at home. We do love a 99-floor tower. I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It was investigated some time ago, but it looks like it was abandoned after that. That reminds me. It seems like there are a number of other towers like this in Liberl. Oh, it's like the shrines in, the Empire. That's correct. There are towers similar to this one in the Boz, Rohan, and Zeiss regions. They all seem to have been built around the time that the Liberal Kingdom was founded. Is that so? I think I'm starting to get to feel the history already. My job this time is to uncover what... Words. My job this time is to uncover the truth about them. Dorothy, give me a few long shots of this place. Long angle shots. I'll get there eventually, I promise. Sure. Monsters need housing for safe and happy lives. Build towers responsibly. True. You need a lot of space. You need, like... That's a lot of apartments. Here we go. Amazing. Is a photographer's personality supposed to change by taking a camera in their hands like that? She certainly looks like a pro. Ow, that really hurts, Neil. This happens every time you try and take a picture like that. Quit trying to act like a professional and just get a shot using your usual style. She eeped. She's eepy. I guess I shouldn't try to tone down my style just to look good. Well, I guess I'll have to do it in my own way. Oh, looking good, looking good! And that's what I call sexy and cute. Here we go, say cheese! She is something else. I don't get it. Why is she doing that when she's not taking photos of a person? Somehow it seems natural for her. She says that she can see the expression of the scenery, whatever that's supposed to mean. And believe it or not, she takes some pretty breathtaking pictures acting all ridiculous like that. Still sounds not even the JP voice font. I mean, like... If I'm gonna be reading off the lines anyway... I'm just not fucking with mods until I got some time to properly mess around with it, like it's not during the work week. I guess it could be considered a type of genius. The kind that's borderline insane, though. Wow. People are sure never what they seem to be. Okay, I'm all done here. A person must never speak, not even in Japanese. No language. 0. Alright then, let's get inside. We're headed for the roof. I'm counting on you two greenhorns. You just leave it to us. We won't let any monsters lay a single paw on you. Please make sure to keep close behind us. You just don't care about us, huh? Alright. Do as you will. Surely there's a door, like, around here. There we go. Did it... Okay. I'm not sure. Patterson Church Bell music's in their themes. Iconic duo. True! That's not great. I feel like we could hop over that. But we won't. Fly skipper! Yeah, I'd like to skip flies, it's, you know, from time to time. I could do without. I love that, like, after she got that advice, she went from being silent while she's doing her attacks to just...
We're good to go.
Or no. No, she was silent, I'm pretty sure. It's funny. I like it. That's a no-go. This bridge is nearly invisible thanks to the camera angle. Is there... No, it just changed. The perspective changed because I moved over here, right? Unless... Please? Is it an option? Ah! It's the X. The game just never told me. Can't believe your characters can't use bros techniques to cross terrain. I know, right? If we all just towered into, like, a pole and leaned forward... Escort quest, yeah. We're dealing with it. Man, I got the strength up that turn and everything. At least Dorothy's useful. What's this fuck, though? I don't really care to learn his name. He sucks. Are you really siblings if you can't do the pull the bridge technique? Right? Like... I don't know. That's not like any sibling dynamic I've ever seen. It's cool as the line is kinda glad it's not in Cold Steel because of this. The line? Come on! I love missing. I love it. Anything over here before I go to the center? No. Let's fuck these guys. Ah! It's them! It's Palms! Call me the missus because my aim is poor. People lining up behind you as you explore. Ah, yeah. Yeah, because of monsters encountering other people in the line. I would have assumed that hold that pose would have caused them to get I don't know, frozen or like petrified. I mean, petrified is a lot to ask for from the random escort character, but you know. Just to force the monsters to strike a pose, right? Like, they just missed out on an opportunity there. Nice crit. Let's heal him. If only your escort was a 10-year-old girl with a mind of Hercules, yeah! So true! From a camera, too. Yeah, that'd be a lot to ask for from a camera. But I mean... I think cameras should be able to do that. The old economy. It's interesting. I really don't have a lot of Sepith. Just at all. But I might be too used to endgame in Cold Steel 2 where I just had thousands. Because I barely ever use them.
We're good to go.
I'm broke. But I did manage to get... As I was gonna say, I did manage to get, like, armor upgrades for everyone, and I'm really only missing weapon upgrade for Joshua, so... I'm doing alright. Love when random monsters have money, why do they need it? For the monster shops! Murder palms for it? Ah, true. Oh, right, yeah, I think you mentioned in the past that certain towns will buy... Other way around, some towns will buy certain elements for more. Yeah, yeah. You already got the treasure, don't be greedy. Well, what if I want more? RPG with the character that attacks via photography and interviews. I need it. I mean, getting put on the spot like that hurts. For real, for real. Oh my god, Palm! I like that they're a unit in this game. You only encounter Palms in a swarm. And thank you for the nya! Now let's see how much we get from this. Because I wasn't really paying attention the last time. Alright, there we go. Done! I appreciate the nya. Yeah. Yeah, compared to other battles, yeah. Shiny Palms don't naturally spawn in Cold Steel, but they do in the old games. Hard hit, but shit out tons of stuff. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, Palms don't even... I mean, they spawn... But they're pretty rare in Cold Steel. Outside of, like, the items you use. If only the escorts could be bothered to strike victory poses. Yeah, we're doing all this stuff for them. We're protecting them, we're saving their lives. Yeah, what does this do for us? 2 more defense, plus 1 move. She needs movement more than Joshua does, so... You already took everything it had to offer. What more do you want? More. I want another pair of shoes for Joshua. It does hurt a little bit to get that when I had just bought new shoes for Joshua. It's fine. I really should have healed Estelle earlier. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? We die. More Mira! Loving rooms become 10 times bigger the moment you enter a fight. Yeah, right? Like, I mean, that's just normal. Like, if you get into a fight with me at my house, it'll get a lot bigger. I was so confident that I wouldn't need to heal until after the battle. I was so confident.
We're good to go.
Oh yeah, Strigov shoes. I mean, Strigov shoes are pretty good. Well, that's my L. Fine, I'll heal. Yeah, I feel like when a Jaeger tells you that brand of shoes is really good, you should probably trust that. This guy's just gonna kick my ass. Listen. It's true. I do need to heal more. I can't trust anything. I'm like, these are just normal enemies. They're not gonna do that much damage. They do. Trails of Time and Darkness. Yeah, right? It still has to come out. I mean, considering there's 3 Sky games.
That's that. Let's move out.
We can make a certain argument. Okay, now we go up. What's over? Okay, that's not connected. It just, like, from this angle, without looking at it closely. I almost thought. That's a lot of enemies. Let's, these guys, I feel like, are usually weak to arts. Even besides that, obviously it's very weak to, fire. Yeah, this is gonna be great, huh? She's also out of EP, which is not very, great. Doesn't make me optimistic. Alright. Please don't kill him before Estelle's turn, although she's not even gonna be able to heal him, so... Outside of, obviously, items. I don't think it's too bad, but it's YouTube versus like 5 or 6 of them, yeah. Yeah, to be fair, it was only the 3 that time, but it still ended up being... Okay, that's bad. I got a funny idea. Yeah, true. It's a much smaller party.
Let's do this.
Which is interesting, though. Interesting getting that chance to do, like, smaller party RPG. I don't know why I didn't attack the one that's obviously closer to them. I might be a little stupid. I was like, ooh, enemy. Clearly that's the one I should be focusing on. Alright. Morale. Again. Don't get hit. And airstrike again, because that works. Can I want to steal that crit. I'm gonna do that. And then attack, sure. I shouldn't be speeding through that. I did it instinctively, and then I was like, you know, I heard something about this before, didn't I? Safari 2 sounds like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. True! Yeah, technically you can have a party of 4 in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but the earlier games won't really let you get away with it 99% of the time. It sounds like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon! So true! I love escort missions in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. My favorite! Yeah. I can't really do anything other than attack. Obviously I can use arts, but... there's not really any reason to with these guys. I hate that they resist that. Spitting up seems to hit, skip that last hit for damage. Wild. I guess that's what happens when you implement a system like that in an older game. Weird shit happens. To my knowledge, it wasn't in the original release. And they added it in later as extra quality of life. It is really whimsical, yeah. Nearly. Now I can do that. And that. One more hit. Why are you coming closer?
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, now we're good. I should heal, huh? How are we doing on, see, we have some recipes we could do, but we don't have the ingredients for them. It'd be nice for healing is all. We don't have anything to restore EP. The fact that escorts don't have proper idle animations, just keep walking. Yeah, it's really good. It's a little bit of a waste, huh? Shouldn't have done that. But then again, I got, like, ruined at 100 health. Just by getting attacked enough times in a row, so, I'll leave that at that. Nice tree. There's the stairs over here. But there's also that chest. Moral support via shuffling. That'd do a lot for me, emotionally. Can't lie to you. Potluck in a shell. I'd ask yourself how long that potluck has been in this chest, and if you feel lucky. I'm always lucky. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna get food poisoning. How do I get over there? Whenever things get hard, your friends will be shuffling for you in the background. I mean, you know what they say. Every day. Well, do I even complete that sentence? This must be the kind of thing where you have to go up to another floor, then down again. Wow, it's bright out here. It looks like we finally made it to the rooftop. Are you sure? Would you look at the beautiful scenery? Now, this is something else. It looks like we'll be able to get a better shot than I had originally anticipated. Yeah, I didn't have 99 floors, what's the point? That's the thing I was telling you about earlier. Yeah, what the fuck is that? I wonder what that's supposed to be exactly. It looks like a giant Ortman-operated cauldron, if you ask me. I don't think that'd work really well as a cauldron. It wouldn't hold a lot of liquid. According to my sources, it's some sort of ancient device. Although nobody seems to know what exactly it's used for. Ask the witches? Hey, Joshua. Did you know something like this was up here? Yes. Joshua? It's no use hiding. I think it'd be wise to come out where we can see you. Huh? Please don't hurt me. I'll come out already. I'm coming out right now. Who is this guy? If only we had a witch party member. Yeah, right. Imagine. I like... We've just never had that before. So somebody arrived before we did, huh? What a surprise that was. Nice find, Joshua. And you are? I apologize. Please forgive me. I'll give you every last mirror I have. Please spare my life. The every last mirror you have does sound like that's a little tempting. That is a little tempting. Look here, buddy. Please don't mistake us for robbers or something weird. You do recognize this emblem, don't you? Estelle showed the man her guild emblem. Wait, isn't that the Bracer Guild's... So you're trying to tell me that you're Bracers? In the flesh. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. And we're here as reporters from the Liberal News. Are you tempted to mug people? Well. We're having these two provide our escort so we can get coverage on the tower. I'm relieved to hear that. Please just don't ever scare me like that again. The fact that you came up here like that made me suspicious of you all. Look who's talking. You seem like quite the suspicious fellow yourself. Do you mind telling us who you are exactly? I apologize for my belated introduction. My name is Alva, and I'm an archaeologist. I came to investigate the tower in order to further my research of ancient civilizations. All alone? I'm surprised you made it here in one piece. Somewhat. You look like valuable loot and experience. But actually, I've grown accustomed to investigating ruins like these. You see, I've got a lot of confidence in my ability to flee from monsters if need be. Although this time I found myself in a bit of a pickle. You are one crazy scholar if you ask me. However, being an archaeologist would mean you're familiar with the tower's origins, right? Well, more than the average person anyway. But since I've only just begun my investigation, there's still a lot of things I don't know myself. That's fine, but is there anything interesting you could tell us about the place? It'll be used for an article. Let's see. Has everyone heard of the Septarians before? I think Father Divine maybe said something about that before. You mean the 7 treasures endowed with power and bestowed upon the ancients by Aidios, right? That's exactly what I'm referring to. It seems these ancients ruled the earth, seas, and skies using the powers of these treasures. It has also been written that they were able to unlock the secrets of time and life. Approximately 12,000 years ago. I'll try that one again. Approximately 1,200 years ago, when this ancient civilization was destroyed by a mysterious calamity, the Septarians were also lost. And that is the legend also recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. What does that have to do with this tower? A part of the legend states that one of the Septarians slumbers somewhere within Liberl. Its name? The Arioli? We going with that? Okay. The Ariel. The Ariel. The word certainly has a strange ring to it. If the legend is really true, I figured I might be able to find some clues here at the tower, since it's one of the oldest ruins in all of Liberl. So I came out to investigate. Aw, what an inspiring story. It is, isn't it? You can feel my passion for things of antiquity, right? 7 treasures, just like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so true! It's literally just like Super Mystery Dungeon. This is splendid! I am overjoyed that there is someone else who understands the way I feel. So, did you find any of those clues you were looking for? I'm still working on that part. But if I can figure out how this device works, I might be onto something. I think it's an interesting story, but as it stands, it's a speculative one. From what you've told me, I'm sorry to say, it wouldn't fly as an article. I see. That's extremely disappointing to hear. I'm surprised myself. Contrary to my expectations, you are serious about the articles you write. That's because I can't write articles based on uncertain news sources. We may run the occasional gossip column, but it's a policy of the Liberal News to verify our information. That aside, let's get to what we came here for, shall we? Dorothy, I want you to get several panorama shots of the Roland region. Everything else I'll leave up to your aesthetic touch. Now get out there and get me some good pictures. Understood. Your apprentice? Your apprentice, Dorothy Hyatt, is ready for action. Why do I feel like she's gonna fall off? As for you, Mr. Archaeologist, how about heading back to town with us when you're done here? These 2 kids may look like a couple of brats, but they do a pretty fine job as escorts, except for that one parallel universe where I die. Something about the way you said that makes me feel like it wasn't a compliment. If it's alright with you to have me along, then that's far more than I could ask for. Then I guess it's decided. So how about we take a break until Dorothy finishes getting her shots? Yeah? He's gonna walk up against that. Tells us brats when he doesn't even have a victory pose. Literally, he needs a victory pose. Wow, the view is great from here. From this height, I can see all of Roland. It's really flat. scenery this good, if someone turned this place into a tourist spot, they'd probably make a boatload of Mira. Yeah, you're probably right about that. What's wrong? You look a little pale. I can't hide anything from you, can I? After we stepped onto the roof, I just started feeling a little woozy. Are you gonna be okay? Yeah, I think I'll be alright once I get a bit of fresh air. Like this air? I know it's the atmosphere, but... Why don't you make the best of this opportunity and have a look around yourself? But... Broadening one's knowledge during a time like this is all a part of being a bracer. If you come across anything of interest, you can tell me about it later, alright? Sometimes you can be such a smooth talker, you know that? Alright, I'll have a look around. But if you start feeling any worse, you let me know, okay? Sure. Bud? Hey. Hey, don't walk that direction. Hey, bud. Hey, wait. How are you feeling, Joshua? I'm still a bit woozy. I'll be resting here a little longer, but so why don't you keep on looking around? Okay, if you insist. And what are we doing over here? Oh, hi there. Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling alright? Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air. I see. There's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that the both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right? You sure know your stuff. And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless impossibilities. That's also true. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means that you're not from Liberal, alright? Right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Erebonia. Perish the thought! You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, that hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire. You lost someone dear to you? Yeah, my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay, it happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Grabbing the riders, shaking them. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. I wonder why I'm telling you all this. Usually this is the kind of thing that a person tells others. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing? What we doing? Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? We've been starting to wonder if the number of photo quartz is going to be enough. The scenery sure is great, like you say. By the way, what's a photo quartz? It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I expect from a camera woman. Someone who knows the tools of the trade. That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Well, he says he's getting some fresh air. A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a photo of him if I asked? He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'd probably turn you down. Aw, what a waste. He's probably just shy, right? Ah! Seer with the big raid! Welcome! We're doing Trails in the Sky! Red Train! Hi, Tabby! Let me give you a shout out real fast. Oh my god, Bessie, I can't believe you're playing Minecraft. I never would have seen this coming. Hi, Technique. Yeah, we're playing Trails in the Sky. Hi, I'm Parfait. If you don't already know me, I play a lot of JRPGs like this one, and also Seer and friends lure me into playing Minecraft at times. That seems to be my whole deal right now. But yeah, welcome, welcome. And at Seer, feed yourself, or else. Love being lured into playing Minecraft. I mean, yeah, me too. I don't know what's going on half the time, but that's fine. Hey, Technique, thank you for the follow. But I hope stream was good. You are holding me hostage in Minecraft, it's true. Oh man, the taste of a cigarette is wonderful. Is it? At first I wasn't in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad. If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all. No can do. This is a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Fix the storage on the server? Ooh. I might have to log on. It probably won't be until, you know, actually just Sunday, though. Otherwise, I'll be all... Yeah, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now. When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article? Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has piqued my interest is Bose. Definitely didn't mess it up. Am I gonna have to log in right now? The Bose region? Did something happen over there? A large number of burglaries... Oh, never mind, the other way around. A number of large burglaries have taken place one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings. Surely not. Seer! Cam! I am going to... continue playing this game and ignore everything you're saying right now. Wings? Oh, I see. An airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something? That seems to be the most logical conclusion. There's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the Erebonian Empire. What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them. Sure, but the Empire has incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but... could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure. Which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light. Yeah, whatever what's happening over in Erebonia. It's surely nothing major. Are you still feeling sick, Joshua? Harvey is under attack. I really am. No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everybody's ready. I'm relieved to hear that. What brought all this on, anyway? I thought it was the lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are alright. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights? I don't think so. Estelle, Joshua! Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones, too. Looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, greenhorns, lead the way. I'm counting on you, children. Thank you for not forcing me to go down the tower by myself manually. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back from some ruins without being chased or bitten, or... I don't even know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us. It's our duty as bracers. I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off to investigate some ruins. My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try and save up a bit, though. Well, have a wonderful day, and I hope we can all meet again. I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you. And that's what I like to call raw skill. Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like little fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're gonna need to work harder. I'll try to remember that. So, are the two of you headed back to the company soon? We're gonna spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. Need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such. I'll head over to the Orbital Factory and get these photographs developed. Take it easy, you two. And we're free! I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be. I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now about what it means to be a bracer. It's not just about fighting for justice. Here you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from. And since we've got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession, for the time being, why don't we go report to the guild? That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? How are you doing? Still not feeling well? Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better. So he says. You need to go this way. And over here. There we go. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Shara, what are you doing here? This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about. I just finished the jobs I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild. So you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something. We're grateful too. Well, I guess we'll report in as well then. Go ahead, let's hear what you got. Nice. 2,000 Mira. Ah. And we got a rank advancement, 8th class. We got information as well. Hell yeah. Good work, you two. How about you, Sherazard? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. Wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now. I don't know. I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag. Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm gonna drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what you're saying is that you're turning down my invitation. You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. Cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public. Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Sherazard, just where do you think you're gonna take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle. Really? Yep. Oh, cool, great. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me? Shara? Now hold on a minute. Can we not do this? That's a child, ma'am. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking about booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll help break you in. Break me in. Alright, you big pervert, Joshua. Why are you drooling like that? It's not like you think. We got a major problem. Oh, it's you! Well, Mayor Klaus? Estelle, Joshua, and Sherazard. Am I glad to see you? Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir? And why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home, disaster, it's gone. I really want it to just be, like, literally completely gone. Foundation and everything. What? Alright, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Apparently, it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out. Oh, that's less interesting. What? That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray. Wait. What about your wife and Lita? Don't worry, they're both fine. Found them locked up in the attic room. Less than fine, but I get what you mean. That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. It won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so can you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation. Wait for me, I'm going too. Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Ina, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that. And everyone, be careful. Uh-huh. I wonder what they went after. Surely not the Septium crystal that we had here that's incredibly valuable. That was in that safe. Or that's... Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's, like, the red herring, and this is the start of the real plot. Where they stole some important documents from him, and, like... They think that they just stole the Septium crystal, so... That's actually gonna be my bet. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Look at the safe! The Septium, which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go through all the trouble to bring it here. It's not you who should be apologizing. It's the crooks who are in the wrong. I'm gonna guess this is the same people who were robbing over in, whatever the other place was. You know. The airship pirates, all those people. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms are, for the most part, appears to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is? I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house. You mean like an on-site investigation? Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? Alright, we'll see what we can do. Proceed carefully and deliberately. I don't think I'll be deliberate. I'll be accidental. Alright, Mayor Klaus. How about we talk in the parlor? Sure. Now, where to begin? In the parlor is where you begin. An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start from this room? And let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents. Sounds like a plan. So, first and foremost, obviously. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not going to get away with this. It doesn't look like they Jimmy the door either. Or it's... Must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or... They really have cracked the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine that it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means. What do you mean by simpler means? Well, let's see. I could have, for example, dusted the buttons with special powder. So it's that kind of lock with, like, the buttons you press instead of, like, a dial that you'd expect from... I guess. A powder like that would have absorptive properties, and due to its fineness, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Alright, and... Now, let's imagine for a moment that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. That would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. Now, wait a minute. Wouldn't they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something? That's just basic knowledge. Anyway, let's check out the buttons. Just as I thought, powder was used. Now there's no doubt in my mind that the safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Oh, right. Now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? Wouldn't it be crazy if it was Joshua? Anyway. We know it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence. Surely not! No, it wouldn't be our funny little visitor from the other day, who made sure to get out of there as soon as possible. Yeah, you know... Right, now figuring out who it is, that's gonna be the tricky part. This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this. Looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all this. Uh-huh, because they're trying to cover up what they're actually doing. Not obviously the safe that they left open, but... This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well. This box lock looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an orbital gun. It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this. Looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or... they just don't care about the money. Ooh, that's actually a really good hint. Because if they were looking for something really valuable like the Septium Crystal, like if that was the reason why they were stealing stuff, they would have taken the antique books as well. Like, unless they were clueless, but... There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed. They seem to be documents regarding Roland City's government. The fact that these are as they are suggests that there is no political aim involved. Interesting, interesting. What's going on over here? Look, there's some marks on the railing. You're right, and they're fresh, too. Looks like something metal dug into the wood. That's specific. What you walking into that shelf for? I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? That means this wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? I'd probably guess around 3 or 4. Oh, that reminds me. One of them was short. Like someone who was perhaps not a adult? Ah! Yeah, there it is. It's her. 100%. It might have even been a girl. Maybe even a girl. Perish the thought. When I think about the fact that I'm gonna have to clean up that study, my head starts to spin. When I get my hands on those criminals, I'm gonna give them a beating like they'll never forget. Gotta clean them up. Ah. Leaf? Huh? What's this? Gervais leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here. You're sharp, Estelle. This is where the residents were locked up. It's probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Wow, almost as if the people who did all this were from a different country. Or at least a different part of the country. Are you alright, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent toward us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They're wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door is locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel and there are just the 2 of us here. Wonder how in the world they got in. Yeah, almost as if we already found that out. Anything over here? No, not apparently. Are you really done investigating? Seems a little too quick to me. How about looking around a little more carefully? I'm sure there's something you've missed. Okay. We got a pretty good picture of the place. They said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? Doesn't look like the lock's been broken either, which means they got in another way. We already know. I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? Found lots of new evidence. Alright, then let's check the details one by one and see what you come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? The food preserves from in the kitchen. Yep. Definitely the food preserves from the kitchen. I didn't think it was any of this. I thought it was something more than just the septium in the safe. They obviously weren't after anything that could be sold from Mira. As funny as the food preserves from the kitchen is, there wasn't anything in there. How many of them were there? By a lone woman. Got into the house from the terrace on the second floor. What is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? A traveler who visited recently. Wow, you did a good job investigating. Looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Klaus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in this study? When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. The reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, so those two came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Esmela's tower. I think we can cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So, Mayor Klaus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Josette. But let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. Uh-huh. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed so they can be easily spotted. As for her school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. He noticed something about her back during that scene. I remember that. Huh? During that time when the mayor put the septium into the safe, the girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's, eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. Wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel. But she said something about taking off from Roland sometime today. Well, it looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right. Understood. Hotel time! What you got to say? I can't believe something like this happened while I was away. I've also personally asked that the guild conduct the investigation. I apologize for the short notice, but your assistance in this matter would be highly appreciated. Let's get out of here. We got shit to do. Right, I went straight past it, because I'm very smart. I don't know why I just immediately assumed she'd be on the second floor. But it kind of makes sense. Apparently not. We might also just have to ask the guy at the front. Yeah. She's not going to be here still, huh? Still, Joshua, and even Sherazard. Is something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Of course, I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her here. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. And we go to the airport, which I think is... That's like the north exit, right? Or it might not have been. Never mind. I was right after all. I'm a genius. Josette. Blue hair, I'm pretty sure. Might have to ask the staff. Oh, wait, hold on. The airliner's late. Wonder what's going on. The airliner which should be arriving from Bose still hasn't arrived. We're prepared to receive the incoming ship, but... Please excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Alan, it's us if you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Oh, and Sherazard too. Thank you, Ideas, for the Feast of the Eyes. So, what's up? You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Genis Royal Academy. Oh, baby, those uniforms are so hot! The contrast of those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Blech. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forget what the boys' uniforms look like, though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus defieth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here. So you didn't see a girl in the Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. A little creepy! I check all passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Roland along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does Estelle? When's dinner? I should have done that. Fuck. I've done so much since then. Since the last time I saved. It's okay, she can be smart just this once. Just one whole time. I almost forgot we found this. Could this be some sort of a clue? Oh, right, we did find that. Sheriff, do you know of any places nearby where Cervaeus trees grow? Cervaeus trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Roland. Mistwald, that's the forest in the opposite direction from home as Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Roland's south gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. Let's get out of here. I'm curious, how long has it been since the last time I saved? Because I really want to know. 452 versus... Oh no! I'll never find out. Wait up, you're running like a crazy lunatic. Who could just walk at a time like this? That's you two. Maybe I should think about cutting back those blasted cigarettes. What are the two of you up to? You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get to Bose ASAP. But the airliner's not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance we can't cover by ourselves. The light airline would probably get there first, right? Even though it's late. Well, don't worry yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, and the mother of all scoops too. No time to talk. We've got to make it there today. I wonder if Neil's gonna be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friends of yours? Those are the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. Surely nothing major. But yeah, it's just south of here. Down here. Presumably. We're kind of low on health, though, huh? Actually, you know what I should do? You know what I should really do before we get too far into here? Is go back to the hotel. And rest. Also, we could probably afford a new weapon. Not where I was trying to go. I need to turn it so it's north-facing, and now I actually can navigate. There we go. It's up to 30 now! This game hates my ass. It wants me to be poor. Also, she's actually officially joined the party. I literally just realized. Sherazard's actually gonna fight with us now. I'm curious what level she is. 'Cause Level 12! Sherazard Harvey. Interesting, interesting. She's got the same equipment though, which is, I suppose, fair. It's what's sold in town. Yeah, let's... Need the kunai. They don't sell her weapon though. Poison, blind, and sleep. These might be good to just have on hand, honestly. Just like one of each. Ideally, I would want more, but I also want to hold on to some money so I can buy some good old-fashioned revives. That's what we're looking for. Alright. Reviving Bomb. Surprisingly cheap, honestly. But... What do we got for... Yeah, I might as well just equip those accessories, even though I'm not specifically using them right now. What does the... Prevents blind, right? So yeah, so we're preventing poison and sleep on you, and blind and... blind. Let's swap that around. Poison and blind. Blind and sleep. Okay. And make sure we get this. But yeah, I was gonna look at the recipes we've got. Oh, so we haven't tried cooking yet, actually. We might as well get that done. Yeah, we need milk and sugar. How much does that restore, did it say? 80. Pretty good. That's actually what I need. I need a smaller HP restore item. And then... maple sugar. Now we can cook. See how that goes. First try. I guess there's not, like, qualities in this game. You just get the item. There's a lot of recipes, though. Not like I'm complaining. Yeah, now we're set. We can go all the way back. Get just a little bit stuck. I might as well sprint. Oh, there's an enemy over here. I honestly assumed that the turn came up a little sooner. I should stop trying to guess and maybe actually use my eyes. That might help. She's got a good bit of range. Because she can... Yeah, that's 3 range? No, she can't actually hit there. I missed the you can't do that symbol. Okay, we continue. And eventually, this is the wrong... Unless... Do we want to? Yeah, I totally just skip right past where we're supposed to go because I'm very smart. But I'm curious about this. Can we? I suppose why not? She's finally got a combat art, which is nice. Or, like, you know, offensive. And... Are you weak to anything? Not in particular. I feel like it'd probably still be smarter to use arts, though. Let's give a speed boost as well. I imagine this is probably going to be a little difficult. What do you got? Yeah, let's just do that. That's a good bit of damage, isn't it? Let's see how much Charizard does on a single hit here, and then decide based on that. Yeah, this is worth it. This is worth it to me. This is easy. She's obviously a lot higher level than the rest, but like still. And we got a crit coming up as well. You'll love to see it. Yeah, that's a decent amount of damage. Even to not be, you know, being dealt by our Jagan right now.
Seems you came up short.
I probably shouldn't call her that. She's probably more of an OFA type. I imagine they don't make her fall off like certain characters do in Fire Emblem. Because it does seem like she's supposed to be like a long-term party member, based on little visuals I've seen on the Steam page. Oh no, I was going the right direction. I'm just a clown. I love to get disoriented. Who? 3 of them. Yeah, at least they're weak. Get up. Nice crit. Love when they just deal 0 damage.
We're good to go.
Easy. I assume we just keep going south until something happens then. And we run into way more enemies this time. That's part of the deal. As you do, you know. Take care of this one. And then, done. And 2 more hits on this guy? Yeah, there we go. Easy.
Oh, are we done already?
Actually, I should probably read that sign, huh? East Mistwald. I see. This is where we're supposed to go. Mars Sparrow. Nice bird. It's a lot of enemies also. That's at least a couple. Finally, they actually deal damage. Good work. Easy. They really have a lot of knockback on their attacks. I guess it makes sense. They're built for that. And slappy. Easy. Easy game.
Oh, are we done already?
Okay. Nothing over here, I guess, except for an enemy. I feel like we snuck up on them, like, based on how Joshua ran into them, but... if you insist. Lovely. I'm doing great over here. Easy. Can I get any on down here? For a moment, I saw those flowers and I was like, enemy. I assume this is our first proper dungeon? Or second, I guess, after the tower. So this is Mistwald, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shara? Someone came through here, alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager Mira that we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check out the woods. Like, be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that! Understood. I feel like Estelle is not gonna do that very well. I feel like she's a very loud girl. Oh, what's this guy? Beast. Killer Hornet. Lovely. Good miss. Lovely miss there. We're just doing so good today. Come on. Come on. What do I have to do? Nice poison. Love it. Can we please? Shara. Honey. That's one down, I guess. And 2. And 3.
Alright, we're good to go.
Little embarrassing, guys. What happened there? This is... Don't know how I managed to get a preemptive attack on those guys. Like, they really just did not pay attention. I love it. I love one of those preemptive attacks getting made useless because they miss. Especially a crit. Finally. Alright. Guys! For the love of God. I guess I should be using arts on these.
Seems you
Hey. Do that real fast. Chest over here, I feel like. You know, as soon as we get through these guys. Hey, I shouldn't celebrate the fact that we're hitting because it's gonna backfire. But I'm glad. There it is. Watch this miss. Fuck. Yeah, it'll miss if I just don't click on it. Perfect.
seems you
Turns out you have to open chests the right way. From the front. Back for more, eh? Some people are never satisfied. Yeah, that's me. Look at this guy. That's a big boy. Pine plant. Who would have thought that it's really vulnerable to fire arts? Almost as if. A little overkill to just do this now, but it's fun. 366. Ooh.
seems you came up short.
You know, I used to like Shara. Now she's just kind of a weirdo. It was one thing when she was like joking about getting the kids a drink, because like that's not necessarily weird flirty stuff and can just be kind of like, haha, I offer you alcohol. I offer you to have a funny thing you're not allowed to have. To be goofy with you. A lot of times it unfortunately is, but you can flavor that so it's like not awful. Becomes a lot more blatantly awful when it's like clear flirting. To be fair, it's definitely rare that's not like just some really gross flirting thing though. I'm thinking more of the shit where like the parents having a drink and they just like jokingly like offer the glass to the kid like, eh? But unfortunately anime. It feels like it's always the thing. I was really hopeful that, you know, all that shit would be exclusive to Cold Steel. I shouldn't say hopeful. I knew it wouldn't be.
Oh, are we done already?
But there is a part of me that's like, well, maybe. Well, maybe what if? But no. Of course not. Definitely using art for this. And for this. And since I can't really approach right now, because it's about to blow up, potentially. Sure. Strats! Hey. Easy.
Oh, are we done
I should have seen the signs of Shara earlier. I was like, oh, a hot mercenary lady. Surely there's nothing wrong with this character. Hopefully they do less of that in the future, but... hard to have faith. You know, have both of them focus on the Rhinocider. And Shara can blow this guy up, and hopefully Estelle's not so close that she's gonna get clipped by that. I imagine it's like melee range that gets hit by it, so... Yeah, I think she was just barely out of range. Perfect. It is satisfying being able to use arts more often. This feels like the correct way to go. Great. Love these guys. Forest miss. They're all about missing. The name isn't a lie. Yeah, they're not weak to anything in particular. Let's see if we can kill one of them. Please! God. All I ask. Come on. Just one hit. There we go. And let's just do that. And again, she's got plenty of EP that she's not really going to be using for much else, so... it's only right. See if we can't save that. Yay. plenty of 7th from that, though. I can continue going this way? Okay, this is this was the correct way to go after all. Oh well. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. Dawn and Kyle? Wild. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you'd expect of the mademoiselle of an aristocracy. I was about to say aristocracy, which is not the correct word. One more time. Just what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of an aristocratic! I know how to say that word, I promise! Family, whatever. Next aristocratic family. That's still... I don't know why... My brain keeps wanting to correct it to aristocracy. Yeah, but what's in the past is the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mayor and the dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. Not Joshua, though. Did she realize? Who was that? Calm down, let's see what else they have to say. It's out of character, but I do want to hear what they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. The mine? I was you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers is an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. I feel like we might have seen her trying to avoid laughing. How stupid can she be? It's just so absurd. Now that is rich. What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. This probably won't come as a surprise, but we're gonna beat you up now. What, bracers? How'd they find? You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but... looks like you were a little careless in the end. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. I am too. This doesn't look good. What are we gonna do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Capua family. Who are you calling us kids, you brat? I've had it up to here and I'm gonna do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. Alright boys, get 'em! Look at her. She's got her funky little outfit on. I love that she felt the need to do an outfit change before joining us in battle. Like, just to make sure we know who she is. Let's do this. Preferring to use arts, huh? Well, yeah, morale first.
Come on.
That's a long delay in those arts. Not that we can really do anything about it, but... the immediate poison. You'll love to see it. I'm definitely gonna want to do tank stance with Estelle here. It might be smart. Like, not only is she supposed to be doing that anyway, she also is immune to poison right now, I think. Oi. That's a lot of damage. You know what? Let's just get rid of one of these guys as fast as possible. I forgot to slot in Examine. Not that I really care. I'm gonna not worry about that this game. I'm just not really that concerned. Doing all that all over again for another game, you know. It's fun to be a completionist, but also it's not hard. Let's do this. And then... Jaunt. Finally. Nice miss. Well, 2 misses? You should be enraged right now. Weren't you in range? I guess it might not be perfect accuracy. Hey. Now we're doing on health with all you guys. Yeah, we'll focus down this one. Easy. And then let's heal. Heal Joshua boy. With the strength up and everything. I'm gonna be a completionist depending on the game. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, these games definitely make it a fun... Like, they make it fun to be a completionist in terms of, like, getting monster entries and stuff like that. Because you have, like, a nice little log that'll track that. But also, they can be weirdly punishing if you don't check every single corner. It's like, I get it, but... Sometimes I want it to be clear whether or not I'm done collecting everything in an area before I leave, you know? Instead of finding out at the end of the game. Actually, back in Chapter 3, when you visited this area, you could have gotten this. And you didn't. Plan on playing Ultra Kill? No. It's not for me. It looks really cool, but it's... I mean, I only have a bare bones understanding of how the game plays, but I don't think I'd be very good at it. And it seems like the kind of game where if you're not, like, good at that kind of thing, you're not gonna have fun. It's too... From what I've seen, you have to have actually good reflexes, and I don't. Maybe just misunderstanding how you play the game. That's very possible, but... okay, you're just healing yourself, which is nice. Game is way funner than it looks and way easier than it looks. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. But to be fair, I feel like people would say that... Well, the people wouldn't say that about Mario, but like... If I were to ever tell someone that I was bad at platformers, you know, they'd be like, oh, you can play Mario. Mario's easy. Guess how I know I'm bad at platformers. Completely different genre, but like, you get the idea. But I mean, let me remind myself what even goes on, because I remember seeing it and being like, wow, I'd be terrible at this. Like, it looks really cool, but I'd be terrible and I'd have a bad time with it. But let me look at some gameplay just so I can remind myself. I've seen like the really cool shots of people doing like the coin thing. Yeah, it's too fast-paced for me, I think. I mean, I'm watching the trailer, which is obviously gonna have like the really cool shots where people just go all over the place and run around, but yeah, I can't do anything that's that fast. I just cannot. I can't process at that speed, unfortunately. Okay, so thinking I could do another S-craft. I don't think it's really... You don't have to go that fast. It looks like it's all about going that fast, but, I mean, you've actually played the game, but, like... I feel like even, like, if I go a little slower, it's still gonna be, like... a lot for me. I'm gonna put it down as... I guess it's possible I might eventually try the game, but it's... unlikely, so I don't really mind spoilers. Time to make our way over. Slowly but surely. You do need your stat boosts again now, because you've been debuffed. Your buffs have run out. That's fine. That's fine that happened. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, we're gonna use Clock Up. And you have Silken Guard. Might be a good idea. And can your craft reach from over there? No, I didn't think so. So we can just go over here. And now we're almost ready. Nice. Love it. He can just eat some food when he gets to his turn. It's fine. You can't even heal him with EP anyway, so it's fine. Be up here, feel free. Morale. That's what we're looking for. What if I can get the plus 50% boost to stats by doing it twice? I would assume, since it's a fairly basic thing, but... Yeah, let's just use this. Worth it. Then Shara can go over... Occupy her attention for a little bit. Success. And then... Same for you. Okay, now you can do it. There we go. Lovely, that's barely any damage. That's how you know we're set. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Resist! Okay. Okay. That's not worrying at all. We'll be able to do it, but it's gonna take a hot second, huh? Once she's back into a corner, it'll at least, you know, be easier. Nice strength up. I might as well use that. You know what?
Someone's been naughty.
Great. Good lord. That's a lot of damage! That's a little bit of damage there. Can we smack you out of existence? No. We can do this, though. Wish I'd done that a second earlier before she healed, but... It's fine.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake! How old is the cleavage girl? She's an adult. I don't know specifically, but it's... How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. I'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Fair warning, she's another Sarah situation. Hey, that septium belongs to me! No, not to you. To the people of Roland, that's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Kapua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. She was... jokingly, big question mark, flirting on Joshua. Flirting on Joshua. I guess that's accurate. Who is 16. Don't know how old she is, but... I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shara's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shara! An orbital gun? Are you alright, Shara? I'm fine. Forget about me. Look at that! They're wings! An airship? Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they? How didn't anyone notice that approaching up until now? Are you okay, Josette? Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Never mind, just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you're away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day. And don't think you've won either. Yeah, no, if she's 18 then, like, whatever. But payback's gonna be a beast. Do you want to hold on to something? I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. Looks like they caught us all off guard. She's probably at least 20, considering she's drinking. Obviously, this is a fantasy world, but I would imagine it goes off of Japanese drinking age. Scheherazard. Scheherazard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium Crystal back. Switching gears, that crypt sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also seems like they made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly would have expected their group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm gonna whack bam kapow. What's whack bam kapow supposed to mean? Thus, the Septium Crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. I see your point, but it was specifically brought up that Estelle and Joshua aren't of drinking age when she invited them out. Which would imply that she is. So, that's what I'm going off of. Looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought that the Sky Bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me and... I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, too. Don't you think you should recommend... Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. 3,000 Mira, ayy. This is for you both, and take this as well. This is... As of now, you're both junior bracers. In other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to become... Love to read lines. We need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after succeeding... Succeeding success. Achieving success there as well. Bose, Rouen, Zeiss, and finally, Grandstyle. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. Wow, who would have guessed that as soon as we've done all of our father's left behind missions here, we were gonna leave? Who would have seen that coming? I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Yeah, when's that gonna be? In a month? Oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. It's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks that way to me. She's 27. Cracks. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes, and if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner Lind has disappeared over the Bose region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Good thing they're trained bracers. Your father, Cassius, is aboard the airliner which went missing. Impossible. There's gotta be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. The Barrel Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. We done it. Alright, new save. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. Gratin? Words. That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. I was about to be like, oh, you two, because she's used to her dad being there, but then I realized Charizard's here. The Wheel of Fortune card. Again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. That's also your dad! I agree. So what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner along with your father has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down there. I can't stand it any longer. Aw. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry, I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit! Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara. Don't you just sit there, too. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old, too? Shara, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Huh? Oh, right, I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone. So I figure as long as we're prepared, we have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And well, I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck. Waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check out things for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you're coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the Army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? Wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here and I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm gonna talk to Ina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara, isn't there like one other member? We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. I feel like... I was about to say the people behind this game might have been Fate fans, because Estelle visually is very, but I guess it's about around the same era-ish, kind of. I think this game came out a couple of years after, but still. But like when she makes that like the last sprite before this, that's like super. That's line for line. One of the expressions that like I feel like Rean constantly gets drawn making. Ah well, since Cher's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Sherazard taking after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Aina. Make good use of Ridge while I'm gone. While we're gone. You should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Now, do you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grand Cell branch. By the way, Sherazard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you were going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you 2 wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shira? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Oh, there's a reason she went up to the top of the clock tower earlier, huh? Septian Calendar 1075, erected in partnership with the Liberal Royal Family, Septian Church, in Roland City. Septian Calendar 1192, destroyed during the 100 Days' War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197, rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think, they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Roland's people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Yeah, look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. Memories of Mom, right? I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Yup! Because this is the place where my mom died. What? No! Oh, yeah, I suppose that would be how, huh? 10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbolist city, the Clock Tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the Clock Tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. Oh no! When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby, but when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just, when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. Today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. And don't worry. Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him. So there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then he can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you, and you can do the same for your dad. Don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would have totally misinterpreted your intentions just now. You're seriously the type who's gonna have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. But how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara's waiting for us. You're probably right. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aw. Aw, the two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You're spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbital camera to get a shot of that view. Hi, Mateo, good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Ugh, let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you're up there? Yeah. I even asked her for I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you've met Estelle's mother before, right, Shira? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a traveling circus. Shira was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with her circus. 12 years ago, to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. So she's 23. Alright. And because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you ready to head out for Bose? With airline flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. Excuse me. The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Miltrain Road. Looks like we're all set, so let's go! That seems like a good of a time as any to call our quits, even though it's been shorter than usual. So I got shit to do tomorrow. By which I mean I'm watching a movie. I don't have responsibilities. It's weekend, baby! Yeah. I'm heading out relatively early for me. Ish. So I can finally watch the Mario movie. With that nice, what's the word? I'm totally blanking. Matinee pricing, you know. Good stuff. But yeah. We're gonna see if we can find someone to raid. I'm gonna save here. Let's see who's online. Yeah, thanks for joining me for another shorter, Trails in the Sky stream. Maybe eventually I'll actually have the voice acting, and hopefully before Chapter 1 ends. Didn't get to experience it really for the prologue, but oh well. That's technology.
Oddball.
Oddball. So true. There's a bird singing like really loudly outside. I'm not sure. I would imagine it doesn't pick up on the mic, but just a solid reminder of what time it is. Alright, who is up? Let's see. As soon as I can get through this ad and see if the person I'm trying to raid is still going for a bit. I love Twitch. I love ads right at the start. It's definitely a good idea for your retention, for sure. But yeah, tomorrow me and Sierra are gonna be playing some more Kiwi. Then on Sunday, me, Sierra, Cam, probably Huey, and Fable are gonna be playing some more Minecraft. We're gonna be doing some more same mod we were doing last week. Totally forget what the name was. Vault Hunters. But yeah. It looks like Mithy is still coming. So, we're gonna go say hi. Mithy's currently playing some TV. So let's go say hi to her. Alright, I'll get that raid started. I'll see you around tomorrow.